Hi there, welcome to the Home of Art by Neda. Today I'm going to talk about 25 fun facts about epoxy resin that you don't know, including how it's made and how it can be cured. The most completed resin video so far. Before you start any types of work, including art or any other fields, you need to know tricks and theory before you move on to the practical parts, especially in epoxy resin art, such an attractive and versatile field. You need to know some important facts and tricks. Resin is technically short for epoxy resin. The idea of using resin can seem intimidating at first, but the steps are actually very easy. Measure, mix, pour, spread, torch, and wait. There is so much you can do with epoxy. First of all, let's talk about what epoxy resin is. It's a chemical substance that includes the resin and hardener, which chemically are called polyamide and polyoxide. Each of them by its own won't react. And they would react only when they mix together, then the process of warming and baking take place. Once cured after 24 hours, it's as hard as a rock. But before it reaches to that point, for example, for 6 or 8 hours, it's quite flexible and it can be shaped and molded. Making resin craft is so fun, but here's the thing. There are resin safety steps you need to take. Fact number 1, proper ventilation. Make sure air is circulating in your working area. Open a window or use a fan if possible. Fact number 2, resin is used for stone, glass, wood, metal, and etc., except for plastic and silicone, as the best moldings are silicone, so that the resin doesn't stick to it. Fact number 3, as you see the resin sticks to it, it's a clue that it's still wet. Don't touch it and let it more time. After spending some more hours, when you take your piece off easily, it's a clue to remove it safely. Epoxy resin, because of the strong properties, allows for structural and engineering adhesives such as vehicles, snowboards, aircrafts, bicycles, but we use it for homes such as trays, bowls, coasters, fruit and sweet dish, plates, jewelry, key holders, and etc. Fact number 5. There are 3 types of epoxy resin in terms of viscosity, such as low, medium, and high viscosity, that each one is used for different techniques. Fact number 6. Measure accurately. The correct mixture ratio is either 2 to 1 resin to hardener or 1 to 1. Ask your resin provider the proper ratio. Fact number 7. To achieve the correct amount, simply measure out using the measuring cup or digital scale. I personally use digital scale in order to not miss 1 gram. Fact number 8. Mixing accurately. Mixing epoxy resins accurately is essential for full cure and optimal performance in such systems. If you use less hardener, your performance will be soft as jelly, and if you use more hardener, your performance will be hard and easily breakable. Fact number 9. Stir for 4 minutes or so. Stir it completely for 4 to 5 minutes. If you don't do so, it won't be hard fully at the end and some parts remains wet always. If you stir it and seeing some lines, keep stirring until the mixture is homogeneous and quite clear. Fact number 10. Stir slowly. Stir it slowly by a stick and in one direction only. Don't move your stick or spoon up and down as air bubbles enter the mixture. Also, during pouring into the cup, don't take your bottle very high as bubbles will enter it. Fact number 11. To remove the bubbles, use the torch or atomic lighter, but not much as high temperature causes it to bake quickly or burn the resin. For big sizes, use torch as high heat. For small sizes, use atomic lighter as low heat. In resin industry, there are terminologies that are good to know as the following. Fact number 12, gel time. The length of time after mixture, the transformation from liquid to form gel is called gel time. And whatever you would like to do, it's better you do it before the gel time. Also, it's better you ask the resin provider for how many hours the gel time would be, because at this point the resin doesn't have flowability and we do the work before the gel time. We choose the resin type viscosity according to the gel time. For example, for large pieces such as tables and big boards, the low viscosity resin is considered as late gel time. And for smaller pieces such as jewelry and accessories, the high viscosity resin is considered, as we don't need much time. The medium viscosity resin is used for dishes, trays, frames, etc. Fact number 13, pot life or usable life. The length of time that the mixture of two coating system retains a viscosity low enough to be applied to a surface. Fact number 14, cure time. The length of time needed from applying it on the surface to fully cure. Fact number 15, resin and hardener are sensitive to cold and humidity. If resin gets cold, you will see white dots in it and becomes thick, so you will keep it in a dish of warm water. Keep the lid of both bottles tight because of humidity. Fact number 16. If your epoxy pour is too thick, the reaction can create too much heat, resulting in a product that doesn't cure properly, with cracks or excessive bubbles. You can pour the next layer after the previous pour has gone through its heat cycles, which is usually around 24 hours. Fact number 17. Resin's nature is opposite of other products in terms of cure. The more layer you apply, once as 3 or 4 centimeters, it will heat and the baking process would take place much sooner comparing to small products such as jewelry. The low viscosity is also suits beginners as the gel time is longer and no stress because you would have much more time. Fact number 18. Epoxy resin on MDF surface would remain only for 2 millimeters and the rest will drip down. But in molds, it raises up to 1 centimeter. Fact number 19. Use tape, such as this one, comb line, at the back of your piece to catch drips. Fact number 20. When resin and hardener are mixed up, it would react and produces heat, especially with the thickness above 4 centimeters in a container or a cup. It needs to be applied on surface in a few minutes or quickly. Otherwise, when it produces heat, you can apply it on surface and you would end up with a ruined craft. Fact number 21, colors. Acrylic and gouache are incompatible with resin because they are water-based colors. Ecoline colors, either water or oil-based, are incompatible. The compatible colors are alcohol ink, microbial, powder, and pasty. Each of it would mix well in resin by little amount. Powder and pasty colors have high covering, but alcohol ink produces clear and transparent performance. If you would like to have colored transparent background, they are suitable. Fact number 22. Each of powder, pasty, and ink colors produces different texture. For example, the powder metallic color produces snake texture, but it all depends on the provider. Please ask. Fact number 23. Gold powder pigmentation has a special shine and it's used in some parts of craft for brilliance. It shouldn't be used much as it will cover the whole piece as it would overcome the other colors. Fact number 24. For more specific cells and tiny textures, use industrial dryer, as resin needs high heat to produce special texture. Industrial dryer has got low wind and high heat, while the simple hair dryer has got high wind and low heat. Although in some cases that you need low heat, like for waves in C design to expand colors, are suitable. Fact number 25. Apply the pasty colors as the tip of the toothpick, as pasty colors have high coverage. And if you use it more, it will overcome the powder ink colors and it doesn't let the texture to produce.